So hey guys, here's a new video, and yeah, it's a new event. So first of all, keep in mind that today is a special event because it is a combination card event. Now, what that means is basically that while you can still recharge, the problem is that you will only get certain rewards at 4,000. So let me explain it. This is how it goes. If you recharge 4,000 gold, you're gonna get the Kage and Attendant Mizukage combination card. It's basically the fifth Mizukage and the sixth Mizukage, those being the Meiturume and Chojiro. So yeah, it's a new combination card, and yeah, so it comes with the skill, obviously, melting operation Harameke, deals massive ninjutsu damage to the enemy. It also can erode enemy for 3 rounds, and it does not need to hit with a chance to be fallen. So basically, it can stun the enemy team, and it can also debuff them. Now, here's the thing. I unfortunately am not gonna get this simply because it's, don't get me wrong, it's a great combination card, but I just don't have the funds to do so. Excuse me, to do so at this moment. So yeah, I just can't, spend money as I wish. Even though I do want this card, I can't get it. Now, do I think it's vital? Eh. Vital is a strong word. It has definitely has a potential to be powerful. I'm not gonna say no to that, and it definitely has it has a lot of potential. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, so let's see. You may be wondering, why am I doing what am I doing? Why am I doing what I'm doing? So right about now, I can get my Mizukage and my Chojiro all the way up to 3 million worth of CP. Last time I checked, it could possibly be 3.3 million. Let's just put a base number of 3 million on my cards. 3 million for both the Mizukage and Chojiro. Now their stats will obviously be a lot different and will vary depending on the person and so on and so forth. But that's just like something that I can work with, essentially. So yeah, so as you can see, my Naruto has 3 million, more or less 3 million worth of CP. Same thing for Jiraiya, more or less 3 million worth of CP. And this is a t-shirt combination card. So as you can see, it only goes up to 4.1 million worth of CP. Now that's not very good, quite honestly. And here, if you don't believe me, I'm gonna go ahead and put in Chojiro right here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put in the Mizukage. Keep in mind, I have both of them diamond. There, I have all of their items. I have all of their items all the way up to level 105. I have all their items up to as high as it needs to be, essentially, because if it's an item for these two cards, I have it and I've used it and I've equipped it to them. So it's not as though I'm working here out of me, just as to put it mildly to put it in an unflattering way. I'm not talking out of my ass here. I actually, know what I'm doing, and I'm showing you here. Now, yeah, like I said, as you can see here, anyways, as I said, as you can see here, 3 million and 3.2 million worth of CP. Not a lot of CP, honestly. I can obviously add in other items, like the Madara's Black Rod, which brings up the Mizukage another 100, 200k worth of CP. But at the end of the day, this is what I'm working with. This is like a base amount that just about anybody can get as long as they get the items for these cards. And that's the thing about this is that, well, they're not that powerful CP wise. Don't get me wrong, they are very, very powerful when it comes to dodge, to hit. When you equip their items, they become powerful with ninjutsu attack. But CP wise, they're not the most powerful or the strongest around. So that's what I'm trying to say essentially, is that their combination card, while it may deal a lot of damage and may do a lot of stuff, it's not going to be one of those cards in which you can rely upon to deal as much damage as to have a lot of CP is really what I'm trying to get out, because I kind of keep on stuttering and such. But yeah, that's just really how that works. What's his face? as you saw the dry combination card and all of that, it really only got to that certain point because that's all it could get. Nothing more, nothing less. It's really it. You can't go any further than that. You can't go any less than that. So yeah, that's really all I had to say for that combination card. Now, how do you get it? You can only get it today. Keep in mind that today's a triple gold recharge, so this is gonna cost you at the very least $160. Well, I mean, yeah, 160 if you just kind of wanna wing it when it comes to how much you wanna pay for this. As I said, it's 4K to recharge to get it, but if you recharge 3,100 gold and then 1,900 gold, you're gonna get 5,000 gold recharge in total, and you're gonna get, since it's triple gold recharge, 15K worth of gold. Like I said, $160 from the combination card. You also get a bunch of gold, but I don't have the funds for this. I just can't do it simply because I don't have the money to do so. Now, after today, you won't be able to get it until they decide to release it again. So if you want to get it, keep that in mind. The Mizukage and Chojuro are very good cards. It's just that they don't make my team simply because they're not powerful enough when it comes to CP, and they do pale in comparison to my stronger cards. So, I mean, just keep that in mind. Yeah. Uh, Apart from that, it's just a really normal recharge and consumption event. But once again, keep in mind, you're only going to get the combination card. You're not going to get anything. So you only get the combination card for 5,000 gold, 4,000 gold. And that's it. You're not going to get any of the training materials or anything else. That's going to be tomorrow. But on the flip side, tomorrow, even though you are going to get all the extra materials, training materials to create the Mizukage and Chojiro, you're not going to get the combination card, even if you recharge 10k. So just please keep that in mind when recharging. Last event for the Jiraiya Naruto combination card. I know some people had some trouble with it, and essentially what it boiled down to is that they recharged, I think one person recharged only $100 when you were really supposed to recharge, I do believe, $200. So yeah, this is I don't want this to become a problem where you guys don't know what you need to recharge. So keep in mind, 4,000 gold recharge, essentially $160. Is it worth it? Once again, I don't have the combination card. I don't have the funds to get the combination card, so I can't personally attest to it, whether it being very good or very bad. But I can give you my thoughts on it. As I said, those two cards are not very powerful CP wise. So, I mean, it could just end up with my cards, with those cards not even making it, with that card not even making it into my team if I actually do recharge for it. Now the debuffs, could it be very powerful? It could, but once again, I don't know. I don't have the combination card, and I'm more than likely not gonna get it because once again, I don't have the funds for it. Um, it just happens to be this way. Sometimes it happened the same thing with the Itachi Sasuke combination card. It happened the same thing with the Conan and Diva Path card. Sometimes I'm just not gonna have enough cash, and I won't be able to showcase it. So I'm sorry for that. But I hopefully I explained it and to the best of my ability. Now, what you can work on today is the consumption rewards. Now, if you have a decent amount of gold, I wouldn't say it's the best time to consume, but it is a very good time to do so. Now, as you can see here, you're gonna get a lot of stuff. Quite honestly, let me see here. At what I do believe is 10k gold. I mean, at 10k gold, you get most of the items. If you want all of the items all the way up to tier 4, you're going to have to consume 20k simply because that's when you get all of the items and basically all the passives. Anything after 20k is just Mizukagi card. So would I recommend consuming 20k for this event? Depends, because just think about it this way. If you don't have an Orochimaru ring, tier 4, I really wouldn't recommend it because really it could just be bad luck and the next Orochimaru Sasuke event's going to be like next week or tomorrow. I mean, yeah, next week or the week after that. And if you don't have enough time to recharge to get enough gold all the way up to 15k, you don't want to miss that essentially that deadline. So, I mean, the items are rather good. I mean, the long sandal, it is rather good. Long boots, long sandal, whatever it's called, has a lot of dodge. It makes the Mizukage a pain in the ass to fight. Although, do keep in mind that People like me, who have a lot of hit, will kill your Mizukage even if she has an obsessive amount of dodge. Which is not to say that, oh, she'll always die up against people, but I mean it's a good card, but it's not the most powerful card. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Now Chojiro, same thing. He's very good with damage. The only problem I can honestly attest to him is the fact that while he can deal damage, he doesn't work in the Ninja World War formation. The reason for that is because he constantly stuns the enemies. Now the problem with that is that it's random, and randomness in the Ninja World War will get you killed. If you have a team that barely makes it to, I don't know, stage 20, I would recommend getting Chojuro the Diamond. He is a very good card. But if you have Itachi Uchiha and you're one of those people who have the perfect Ninja World War setup, you're not going to be gaining anything from this event, quite honestly. Um, Now, there is a combination, not a combination, but a collection for these guys, that being the Kirikage New Era. It's a very good collection. I would personally recommend you use it. Now, apparently, I haven't tested this out myself, and I am actually about to. Apparently, you can actually go ahead and open 9 collections, and yeah, you can open 9 collections. That's pretty sweet. What that means is that that's just one more collection that you can open, and that means you have a little more CP when you go up against your enemies in the Ninja World War. I mean, in the cross server mines and other things. Give me a second while I shut my brother up. Yeah, sorry about that. He can be rather loud when he's sleeping. But anyways, yeah, sorry, it was getting annoying to me. Can't imagine what it was like to you guys. But yeah, that really covers today for today really. I'm gonna make another video covering the rest of the events because tomorrow is when it really goes into effect. But apart from that, not much else to this video, quite honestly. I know some of you saw this thing, the Ninja War, the what do you call it? The National War. I honestly don't know what's up with it. I can't go in it, as you can see. There hasn't been a notice for it, so I mean, I'm just in the dark like you guys. We're gonna have to wait basically until it comes through. Keep in mind that July the 4th is gonna be I do believe it's gonna land on Tuesday, so keep an eye out for that because there will probably be something big. Uh, they usually celebrate holidays, like I mean, they celebrated Black Friday, which up until now up until then I used to think it was just a United States thing, but if they celebrate Black Friday, they may celebrate 4th of July, which for those of you who don't know is Independence Day. I do believe. Um, is it? I do believe it is. I could just be sounding retarded here, but yeah, it's a celebration in America. So in United States, not just America, I guess, in the U.S. and so the devs may pull something. Just keep an eye out for that. So that's kind of why I'm not spending any gold during this event. I just want to save it and check it out. Maybe there could be a very large event that comes up, and I may need to save some funds. I will more than likely not participate simply because I need to pay bills right now, and yeah, I'm like on zeros. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the daily Q&A, and apart from that, I'm gonna end the video because there's not gonna be much else to it after that. I'm sorry that I haven't been making constant videos. It's just that there hasn't really been much to talk about. I mean, I could probably do a video for the gold chest, but I'm really busy. Honestly, it's 5 in the morning, and I got off of work about 2 hours ago. Some of it was really just practicing to get CAD CAM and such, to be a designer, CAD CAM designer. The rest of it was me kind of just socializing with a couple of friends. But yeah, let's see. Hey Luis, I have a question. Would it be worth getting Gara to Diamond? I know in one of your previous videos, I know you said that Gara is very time consuming and pricey card to get, with little too many requirements, but since not many people have him Diamond, I thought it'd be a unique card in my collection. Gara's good, but he's not the best. The biggest thing that Gara has going for him is one, he increases your card's ninjutsu attack in his final form. And two, he provides very large shields. I do believe I've seen for Gara at the very least shields of 20,000. So I mean 20 million. I mean so he has that going for him. But CP wise, I don't believe he's very powerful. Damage wise, once again, not very powerful, but shielding and boosting your your team's ninjutsu attack just a little bit, he's got that going for him. Now, there will be a collection. He's actually involved in the collection with Chio. He's involved in the collection with the Kazekages. And I do believe eventually that he's going to be in a collection with the Sand Ninja, those being his brother and sister, Kankuro and Tamari. So he will probably be in quite a few collections and be very useful. But would I recommend getting him? I would. He is a pricey card and a little bit annoying to get, but he is a good card nonetheless just to have in your collection. What does Tenacity do? Basically, just decreases the damage that you take from ninjas, kind of like the unique skill. So if you originally take 1 million worth of damage, when you have 500 tenacity, keep in mind this is not the exact percentage, but I would assume that you only take, instead of the million, you only take 600k, which, believe it or not, is very, very good, especially as you get higher up in the arena and in the stages. That's very good because the amount of damage that your enemies and other players can do goes up very high, and the amount of HP that you'll have at your disposal will be very high too. So even just reducing attacks from 1 million down to 800k, leaving you with 200k worth of HP could mean the difference between winning or losing. So yeah, that's kind of what Tenacity does. Izrith sums it up very nicely. It makes you harder to kill. Basically, it buffs your defense. What is the way to get single cards CP up? Not using combos, just one card. Equipment, collections, a lot of different stuff. You can train them up. You know, get their bloodlines, get their strongest bloodlines on them. Put on their passives. Put on ninja souls on them. Steel-toed beast into them. There's just a bunch of stuff that, I mean, you don't think about it too much, but it adds up little by little. Can you explain the new Ninja World War formation with Mitsuki in a little detail? Never mind, I just looked back in the video and understand now, thanks. Anyways, okay. Is the Mizukage combo card worth it? Price-wise, it's not too bad, but does it have the potential to be a strong card? Once again, it depends on your definition of strong, because the combination card has the potential to be very powerful, but at the same time, CP wise, I don't think it's ever going to be reaching high up high up into the sky. I estimate at the most a good 4.3, a good 5 million at the most. But once again, I mean, nowadays 5 million CP is not very good. You need to work with 6 or bare minimum 5.5 million worth of CP to be anywhere up there in the real high areas with when competing against PvP. Now, would it be a good card to have for the what do you call it, for the dungeons or for the Ninja World War? For the dungeons, sure, but keep in mind that you need to have a Diamond Chojiro and you need to have a Diamond Mizukage Mei just to max it out. The problem with combination cards is that you do pay for it and it seems cheap, but you have to keep in mind that to get it to its full potential, to get it to be anywhere as near as powerful as you want it to be, you have to have the cards, the cards that make up the combination card, already, and you have to have them very powerful. I mean, keep in mind though, imagine you're a new player, you're barely just seeing this awesome combination card. Say you buy it. If you buy it for 4k gold, perfect. That's awesome. You have the combination card. Now you still have to get the Mizukage Mei, and you still have to get Chojiro. Um, that could be a very big problem because both of them are very, very pricey. So yeah, it's a it's kind of like a meh area. If you don't have the cards, I wouldn't recommend getting it simply because you're gonna be spending a lot more just to get the actual cards so you can use the combination card. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. Uh, 27, to get a full stun like you need an active for Mitsuki, and so every time he uses his unique Mitsuki will release it. I forget what it's called, but it uses I uses the one from 5-5 heroic. I do believe it's Genjutsu something. Yeah. Um Any active? Yeah. See, the thing is that when it comes to active, I mean, in the Ninja World War, you do get chakra buffs. And before I forget, for the Mizukage combination card, I don't think it's gonna be very good in the Ninja World War. Because although it does offer debuffs, it's not gonna be able to overclock. I mean, you're gonna have to rely on Hashirama, and even then, cards that I've tested just using Hashirama and Orochimaru, some of them can overclock very nicely, others don't. So just keep that in mind. But as I was saying, for the active on Mitsuki, that could probably work, but keep in mind, either way, the problem wasn't that I mean, no, yeah, the problem wasn't that Mitsuki was, going off at the wrong time. The problem was that Kakashi, even though he was, kept on going off and off. No wait, let me think back on that. So it was Kakashi Mitsuki and unique skill, and okay, yeah, that could work. Because the reason I was thinking that wouldn't work is simply because you need to have Kakashi go every turn that he can possibly go. So one hit, he gets enough chakra to release his active skill. A second hit, he releases his active skill, then repeats all over until he does his unique skill. Um, that could work, but once again, I think there'd be more to it than that. I could be wrong, but it seems like it's something that has some merit. Thank you, safer, because I can't really say Raviel. Raviel safer. You're gonna need 6k stamina if you're going after Shikamaru items from 25-1, as the drop rate is 1 in 100 stamina, and it's either the egg or the new drop item for him. My teammates are saying it's not worth it. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that I'm gonna have Shikamaru be one of those cards I'm gonna have to buy. Probably just gonna wait for this next event and get him. That's why I only got his his purple card, simply so I could show you guys his unique skill. Because his unique skill is kind of useful. It's not the best unique skill, but it is a little useful. Can I see the equipment that you have on your cards? I know they're all pretty much tier 4 and maxed out. Just trying to get ideas to what my cards. I plan to spend some gold on to enhance my cards more, but the only ones that are already tier 4 and is it worth it? Is that if I'm only level 94, or should I wait until I get all my other levels up? If your account's level 94, it's fine. Just go 20 levels ahead of your account. That's what I usually do. That's where I set it up. Now, the problem is I can show you my items, but keep in mind I've been playing this game for a while, so I have a lot of items that you probably just don't. Um, I mean, as you can see, all of these are tier 4. Kakuzu's Ring, Fukusakura Shima, Mangekyo Sharingan, Oil Headband, Geta, Lion White Hair, Shin Uchiha Armor, my Boku Scroll, stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to hurry up because I keep on hearing an alarm and I don't want essentially any more noises than that. Hi Luis, should I buy Father and Son Naruto, or should I buy Naruto, Sasuke active and passive skills? I'm level 81, but I don't buy gold, and I have Naruto and Sasuke to their final form. Father and Son, quite honestly. Because while the active and passive skills that you can buy are okay in from the shop, they're not particularly useful. They're basically gonna outlive their usefulness rather quickly. So yeah, strongest father and son, it's always gonna stay there for you. I've been using it ever since I got it. So the only reason I changed is because you guys asked me to do showcases for his other skills. So yeah, I mean that's really it. How do you get past Diamond Hunt Danzo in that's not Diamond Danzo, is it? Well, anyways, how do you get past Danzo in chapter 19? Do the same thing that you did for Itachi. If that doesn't work, because you can't kill him fast enough, really work on your DPS. Look at getting ninjutsu attack. There's chakra necklaces and the not chakra necklaces, ninjutsu attack necklaces in the honor shop in the arena. It's gonna take you a while to get them. It's 6k worth of ninjutsu attack, but anything helps. Shikamaru is 200 will of fire. Actually, no, he is not. He is 250 will of fire. Does the Mount Boko scroll have a skill at tier 4? Yes. What it does is essentially it reduces your enemy's dodge for 1 round. Be careful though, because against Minato and such, uh, it can be turned up against your team. It can be reflected. Advice for 21-1, and should I go for Kisame? 21-1 really after 22-1 after chapter 21 you're going to be looking at trying to get more hit, simply because your enemy cards, they have dodge at this point. Before this, you didn't have to worry about hit. Now you do, simply because those cards can dodge you. If you don't have anything higher than 20k worth of hit, you're more than likely not going to hit them, and it's going to be very frustrating, and you're just going to keep on dying. So yeah, I would recommend working on getting hit. Now, should you get Kisame, he's a good card. Very useful for weakening your enemies. But do try to get him to his final form. Don't just stick with his first form, because at that point he is useless. In his final purple card form, he is very good. Can't you consume for the girls ring this event, and don't you need it to complete your Obito? No, the girls ring wasn't in the event for what I believe to be Kakashi and Obito events. Yeah, it wasn't in there. Thanks for the demonstration, no problem. I can't believe I was right about the event. Good thing I started on Kankuro right when it started. Nice. Any tips on beating 22-2? Once again, it's the same problem as 22-1. You're really going to have to work on hit. Because at that point they get dodged beforehand. Once again, you didn't have to worry about it, but after 21, chapter 21, you really are going to have to work on hit. There's going to be chapters 23, it's going to be a lot harder than 22. And chapter 25 is a big step up from chapter 24, so just keep that in mind. What's up? Hey. Lucento, first hi. Good video. Much wow. Much thanks. Very impressed. So yeah, oh no, very grateful. No, that makes sense. That's not good. Uh, much thanks, and I don't know. Uh, very bye. Okay. So yeah, that's about it for guys for this video. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you don't. I'm gonna see tomorrow if I can do 1,000 gold chest openings. But up until then, once again, that's about it for this video. So leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you don't. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video. Bye. And stop.